Welcome to R&R, Relationships in Real Estate. I'm your host, Chris Silva. This is my beautiful wife, Corey Silva.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you all so much for joining us here on R&R. Chris and I are the owners of Silva Realty and Silva Lending, and we've been in the real estate and mortgage industry since the early 2000s. We are super duper excited to have you all here with us today, and welcome to the third week of January, just a little over halfway through the month. How has your January been going?
Great. Just too fast, right? Super busy. We've been back not just a week now.
Yes, it seems like we've been back for months already.
Hey, Tanya.
Hi,
Thanks for joining us.
We missed you over the weekend. Hopefully we get to see you this weekend.
Yes. It feels like we took a vacation like 2 months ago.
Yes.
Because we've been like nonstop on the go.
Stacking everything for the day. I feel like you don't have time to breathe.
Going to sleep. We're staying up to like 1, 2 in the morning, working, catching up, planning. I mean, it's great.
It's great.
No complaints. I'm not complaining, but we're nonstop busy.
Yes. Thankful for that. So thank you everyone who's keeping us busy, because without
Yes.
our clients, then where would we be? We appreciate you all. So do you want to tell us about your busy morning that you had?
Well, being the great husband and father that I am,
Not to toot your own horn.
not to toot
or
my own
anything.
horn. No, actually, I don't know what woke me up on time today, because yesterday I woke up like at 9 because we went to sleep so late. But I woke up, got the kids breakfast ready, made their lunch today.
Thank you.
Spent some time with our girl before she got, before I had to get ready myself. Ran off, had to pick up some mail for a client that got delivered to their house that they just sold. So I can't wait to deliver that, because it looked like there was a check in there from escrow.
Yay.
People love that. They love to welcome you into their house when you have a check in your hand, right? So I'm looking forward to that meeting. Had an elite meeting, which we'll talk about later in the show.
Yes.
What's going on with the real estate and all that stuff here in Santa Clarita. And then ran from there and had a showing all the way out in Saugus.
Right.
Showed that house and then ran all the way back here.
You
Had
ran
some-
or did you drive?
I drove.
Oh, okay.
Dad jokes. These are mom jokes, I guess. And then stopped by, juiced it up down the street to get this mango, whatever drink it is, and put some chamoy in Corey's. Did you get that chamoy in there?
You're so weird.
This girl, right? Who else has spouses that do this? She's telling me, I want some tahini, some chamoy in my drink. I want that drink that has that. I'm like, have I ever ordered this drink for you? I've never heard of this drink. Do you know which one it is? And she was like, forget it. Just order me one of the regular drinks. I'm like, what do you want in it? Mango? All right, I'll make sure there's mango in it. No. Don't order it like that. You need to order the name of the drink. Don't tell them you want mango in it. Just order a drink that has mango. I'm like, dude, I've been to this store, I don't know, this juiced it up so many times. I ordered you this last time. Like, what makes you think that I'm going to mess up your drink order?
Because this is why I think my drink order would have been messed up. Okay, I've been to Juice It Up 1 or 2 other times, and they had this drink. I don't know the name of it. I don't know the number, but it had tahini or chamoy in it. It was like a spicy drink, and it was so good. So I told him that's what I wanted. And he's like,
Wait,
"Oh,
you
just
ordered that drink before?
Yes, but before I was able to finish talking, he's like, "Oh, you want me to just go tell him I'll order the one with the chamoy in it?" I was like, "Yeah, forget it. Don't even order that drink, because if you tell them I want the drink with the chamoy in it, they're just gonna throw chamoy in it, put whatever that drink they want together, some concoction, and it's gonna hurt my tummy." And so then he goes, "All right, fine. Then what do you want?" I'm like, "Something with mango." "All right, I'm gonna tell him that you want something with mango and tahini and chamoy." I'm like, "Oh, just forget it. Don't even put something together. Look at their menu. Find something that's tropical with mango in it. I'm going to tell them to make you a tropical mango drink when I get." No.
With chamoy.
Find the number. Don't make it difficult. You don't want to blow their minds. It's too much.
So how's your drink? Is
It's
it good?
delicious.
It's delicious. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You. So that's been my morning, you guys.
This guy. So Tanya said, "Miss you guys. We won't be there this weekend. We'll see you next weekend." Girl, you ever going to come to family dinner? That's okay. We will miss you though.
No, we'll miss you guys. So I think that means we don't have official family dinner this weekend, because the rest of my family is going to be in Big Bear, right?
Right. Unless my side of the family wants to come, we'll see.
We'll see.
we'll have to make something planned. So anyways, well, have a great weekend, Tanya, and we'll definitely see you all next weekend. As of Monday, the rain is finally gone. I mean, I'm sure there's more storms coming. We are in January, right?
Right.
But hallelujah, the rain is gone.
I mean, I don't really feel that way. Like, I love the rain. Now, I would like it in safe doses, right?
Yes.
Where people aren't being killed by washed away, right? Mm-hmm. But I can tell you that I've been closing my eyes and I open them and I don't look at what's around. I just look at the mountainside and I can fool myself that we're still in Hawaii. Because it's that green in Santa Clarita.
Yes,
Can you remember the last time it was this green?
No, we went on a walk the other morning, and I was just telling Chris, just close your eyes. The smell of the rain, it's like Hawaii all over again. And I actually snapped a photo, which I was going to post, but I'm terrible at posting. And I'll be posting it this week, and I'm going to try to trick you all. And you're going to have to guess which one is Stevenson Ranch and which one's Hawaii, because it looked that beautiful.
It was that green.
Yes.
And there's little creeks everywhere now. I mean, I love it. I love how green it is right now. I love the rain in doses. Can it just rain when I go to sleep and then stop raining when I wake up?
When you wake up, everything's nice and fresh. That'd be great. So we all know that California definitely needs the rain, and it's supposed to be around 50 degrees for the next 2 weeks. So really cold.
Boy. So, hey, Tony. Tony's with us today.
Hi, Tony.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us.
So Tony is a Big Bear native now, right?
Yes, she lives in Big Bear.
She lives in Big Bear, and she says to tell our family to bring their chains.
Snow is great.
So I'm going to let them know.
Oh, yeah. I've been seeing her posts, and there's snow everywhere. Oh, my goodness. So I bet you that's really bringing a lot of business to all the locals out there, which is awesome. So I saw she posted something the other day that for some reason Google takes people on the wrong route when they're in Big Bear, and they get stuck right in front of her house. So out-of-towners, they get stuck in this big snow mountain.
Oh, girl, you need to sell some chains right in front of your house. That's what I would do. Start a chain business.
Well, she's so nice. Her and her brother have been helping people get out.
Of course they would.
Yeah. So
Great.
That's so sweet of you guys to do that. That's so bad that those people get stuck in the snow. It's a lot of snow out there.
I'd be selling cookies and stuff.
I know, right? Come on in. We got some hot cocoa for you.
Right.
So anyways, so we'll enjoy the time before the next storm comes, because another one's going to be coming, right? This morning it was freezing. It was 36 degrees in our front yard. And I guess some of the roads in Sand Canyon and Placerita were closed down because there was ice on the street and people were constantly crashing. They had to shut it down.
They don't know how to drive. That's why.
No, it's not because of that. It's because the whatever rain that's still dripping on the road, it was so cold, it's ice and no one could see it.
It's also the tires. And the only reason I know this is because I need new tires for the Tesla, right? We need new tires for the Tesla. So I started doing research because the Tesla tires, it's crazy. You can't get them at a tire shop. You need to go to Tesla. You know how I feel about that.
Right.
I'm never going to the Van Nuys Tesla station again. You can get an appointment on that right away.
Right.
Because nobody wants to go there. But Burbank, you got to wait like 2 weeks. But we need tires right now. So I went out to Costco and I'm looking at what tires can you use instead of Tesla tires on a Model Y. And I don't know anything about tires, but now I know there's all-weather tires.
Oh, okay.
There's tires that they're selling at Costco like hotcakes that are not good for the rain or snow.
Oh, okay.
Which, I mean, you don't really care as much because you're in California, but now it's raining. And if we want to go to the snow, so I'm going to spend a little bit more money and get all-weather tires.
Well, there you go.
So there you go.
I'm glad you did your research.
Just doing I'm not done yet, but I'm still doing some more research.
So Tony said, yes, she's been living there for 9 years. It's great business. And she decided she's going to sell mimosas.
That's great, right? You crash and you're like, oh, I'll have one.
Sure.
Sure, why not?
Take the edge off. Oh, my goodness. So since we've been back from vacation, it's been go, go, go. Some highlights from this last week. The kids went to the dentist. They love the dentist. I don't know how many of you actually love going to the dentist, because I think everyone is terrified.
I hate the dentist.
Or do your children like going? But they love going.
It's because they have healthy teeth.
Yes. Well, Santino's had a couple fillings.
But we figured out what it was.
We figured out what the challenge was. And since then, he hasn't had any more. And they take really good care of their teeth. And I think they're just so excited, not only about Just like the bedside manner they have at the place we go to, they get the prizes at the end.
Well, don't they get certificates too if they have no cavities?
Hey, they didn't give them one this time.
Got gypped. You got gypped.
I need to call and complain about that. They probably threw that out the window once COVID happened.
Who knows? But that was like a big thing for them. They're like, oh, I get the
they would
certificate.
get a certificate. I forgot about that. They get a toothbrush, some dental floss, toothpaste, and like a sticky hand or a bouncy ball.
They
And they're
love
so
the sticky
excited.
hand and bouncy balls.
Bouncy balls. It's so funny. So they did really well. And Santino, this time when he had his x-ray done, I never remember seeing this as a kid, but it's a whole machine that they stand in and it goes around his head to scan his whole head.
Wow.
Crazy, huh? See
How
if
long
his
did it
teeth-
take? We got big heads in the Silva. The Silva family. Did it take a long time to get around
No,
there?
it didn't.
How many
take that
rotations?
long. Just one rotation. Just to make sure his teeth are coming in because this boy's 8 years old and he hasn't lost his first tooth yet.
So that's a Silva thing. I lost my first tooth probably third, fourth grade. I don't know. And it was terrible because I had these two big old front teeth and I lost one of them. So like that little baby tooth that came out, it just did not look right. And that's probably what's going to happen to him.
Poor Santino. He finally has a wiggly tooth after
He's
his
so, and
dentist appointment.
it's one of his front teeth.
So he's very excited that he's finally going to lose a tooth.
Yeah, now he
He's
has
feeling a little left out.
because of this tooth. Now he watches TV with his mouth closed because usually he'll be like this. but now he's like playing with it with his tongue all the time. So he
Yeah.
has his mouth closed. He's like. Have you
He's
noticed
like a
that?
little turtle. He's so cute. The kids are also back at jujitsu, which they got, I think, like a little comfy, not going for a while. So they're getting back into the groove of things, and they like it.
You know why a lot of people don't do jujitsu?
Why?
This is not why I haven't went back. I just fell off and make excuses, I guess. You get busy. You know what I
Right.
mean? We're busy. We've been really, really busy with work. But I need to get back. I think people, the ego of getting your butt kicked. Because I don't care how tough you are. If you've never done jujitsu, or even if you take some time off, you're gonna get your butt kicked.
Right.
And even if you've been doing it for years, if you train with enough people, you're gonna get your butt kicked. Right.
Right.
And people don't like getting their butt kicked. Right. So I love that Santino. I asked him the first day that he went back. I said, "Hey, did you kick some butt today, or did you get your butt kicked?" I never ask him that, but I decided to ask him. He goes, "Well, I did good against a couple people, yeah, but one kid kicked my butt." And I was like, "Don't worry, baby. You haven't been back. You haven't
Yeah,
been there
it's gonna
in
be a
weeks.
while.
So you're gonna get back into it." So I asked him again yesterday because it was his second class, and he was like, "No, I was good today."
Yeah, he told me he got a few almost chokes in.
Yeah,
So
so
that was
they
good.
love it. They
Yeah.
love it. They're so great at Checkmat Valencia.
I know. If you are considering trying to find a place where you can get a good workout in, or you want to get something for your kids going, check out Checkmat in Valencia. They're the best. We love them there. Professor Lecca and Professor Art are there, and they're amazing. So our kids love it too.
They love it.
And then some other big news this past week. Nola got her very first haircut ever.
I was a little worried.
She's 6 years old. She finally had her first salon experience with mommy.
I was worried
Which
that she
is
was going to come
amazing.
back and have like her hair cut down to her shoulders because
Chris
she
is
just
like,
changed her
"Don't-
mind.
Don't cut it all off. I'm like, "Well, you're crazy. No, she wants to get a little trim. So she got a little trim, like an inch taken off. And our girl, Sil, took good care of us. So thank you so much, Sil, for making it a fun experience for Nola. I'm terrible. I didn't post about it. I eventually will, hopefully,
We're the worst.
before the next haircut next year.
Now, if anybody loves Corey's beautiful hair
Oh, geez.
and Nola's hair, hit up our girl Sil. Hit up Corey. She'll give you Sil's number. She's out in Saugus. She has
Yes.
her own salon at her house.
Yes.
Right? It's legit.
She's amazing.
She's amazing. So you guys need your haircut. Go ahead and go right over to Sil.
Hey, Lulu. Oh, Monica's here
Hey,
too.
Lulu. Hey, Monica.
How are you both? Thank you so much for joining us. Lulu could be a good testament for Sil because while she was living here, she went to Sil also to get her
okay.
hair did. So, anyways, thank you both so much for joining us here today. We were just talking about how we've been so busy lately, and you know, we always get these little stories that come up, right? That our producer likes to share with us.
Sure.
So we just heard that Pepsi is discontinuing Sierra Mist in hopes to release a new soda to better compete with Sprite. I don't know if you all drink soda. I'm not a real big soda fan, but I guess their sales are doing really poorly. And he thought it'd be cool for us to do a taste test
All right, let's do
live
it.
on air. So here's the Sprite.
So why does Sprite look like this though? I
What do you
remember
mean?
it
That's
because I
how it
remember
looks.
it being a darker bottle.
Oh, it was dark green, wasn't
It
it?
was a darker bottle, and this just looks like they're trying to sell bottled water, right? Like,
Maybe that's why they want to look healthy. It's not healthy.
I mean, it
That's why
says
don't drink
200
it.
calories right on the bottle. Hold on.
200 calories. Holy.
53 grams of sugar. Do you
Oh,
realize
that's why I
like,
don't drink this.
if you poured that into, it's probably like this much sugar, you guys.
Oh my lord.
Let's take a little drink here. So I wouldn't have done this because I didn't drink soda for like 11 months of last year.
He almost made it a
I
whole year.
almost
with
made
no
it the
soda.
whole year, and then December I fell off. way
Oh
off.
yeah, he started drinking Coke all over again. So this is
Hold on, let's
this
hear
is
that.
Sprite.
This is why you drink soda right here.
It's gonna explode.
Oh, there's no. That's what I was looking for that sound. I can already tell this is going to be good.
I can already tell this is gonna be good.
All right, so I'll
Is
tell
it
you.
what,
I'll
is
tell
it
you
what you
exact-
remember?
Yeah. So now just taking a drink. I remember when I used to drink Sprite. So I think Monica probably could attest to this. Lulu could attest to this. Maybe Tony. I'm not sure, but I know in the Spanish culture, if you're sick,
No, every culture.
If
Oh,
you're
you're
sick,
sick? Have a Sprite or
have a
7
Sprite.
Up.
What?
No, it was 7 Up.
For me, it was Sprite because
was
Sprite
Sprite.
was cheaper than 7-Up, right?
Really?
Oh yeah, 7-Up was like the king for a while, and now I don't know who drinks that. Probably senior citizens drink it now, but that's what it makes me think of. It makes
7 Up. See, I told you 7 Up.
Well, because Monica was balling. I grew up on welfare, Monica. We had Sprite, girl. We didn't, we had that syrup.
No, you didn't have Sprite. You had lemon lime soda. That's all they would sell.
It just said soda.
Lemon lime soda, 100% natural flavors, no caffeine. Natural flavors.
And why would you drink soda
Why
if it
would
doesn't
you
have
even
caffeine?
put that in there? Right? What is the point?
All right, so let's try this. This
Okay.
new drink. This is by Pepsi. So this new drink has 40 more calories.
240 calories per serving.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god!
65 grams of sugar.
I don't even want to.
That is
put
disgusting.
that in my body.
And Starry, the reason it's called Starry is if you drink enough of this, you are going to see stars. Because 65 grams of sugar.
That
oh
is
my
insane.
Lord.
This is why we don't drink
So
soda.
this is Sierra Mist
Stop
replacement.
shaking it; it's gonna blow up.
All right, let's see if it
When
has
he opens it.
the little.
Oh. It's not. Is it bubbling?
No, it's good.
It does not bubble as much as Sprite.
It doesn't
okay.
bubble.
So Monica said we had 7 Up and Vicks. Haha. Yeah, we had Vicks too.
Me too, girl.
Vaporub or Vaporub. And then Sprite was major cheaper. And Tony said I have 7 Up now. Laugh out loud.
So this tastes like
Sugar water?
the old Sierra Mist.
It's just Serum Mist with
all
a
they
new
did was
brand.
change. They changed the labeling. Like, if you're gonna
Well,
change the
let me try
labeling,
it.
why? Why green and yellow?
Because
Why-
lemon and lime.
Oh, there you go. That makes sense. But I
Crisp,
just
clear burst of lemon lime
yeah,
flavor.
I think if I had to choose one of the poisons, it'd be lemon lime. I can't believe that Sprite can now start saying the healthier version of lemon lime soda because they're 12 grams less sugar.
Gross.
That's disgusting. All right, we're done with this.
I feel like I need to brush my teeth. Caffeine-free lemon lime flavored soda with other natural flavors. Oh, what's so natural about this?
All right, let me get back to my little smoothie over here.
Potassium citrate calcium disodium. I don't even know what
All right,
that
that's
is.
enough. That's enough.
To protect flavor, but it's going to tear up your insides. So, does Pepsi have a contender? Is this going to beat Sprite, do you think?
No.
Heck no, it's disgusting. Don't even try it.
Who drinks Sprite out there? Does anybody drink Sprite or Seven Up like on
Well,
a regular?
Tony says she has 7 Up now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I remember cherry 7 Up. That was good. Yeah, it was like a Shirley Temple.
You know what I
So
thought?
good.
You know what I hated growing up?
What?
I mean, like I wouldn't drink it. Maybe my siblings would drink it.
I need water.
Does anybody remember the 3-liter sodas? So the 3-liter sodas were always like Shasta. It was like, and this is before Shasta was cool. Before they go, Wanda Shasta. That's Fanta.
That's Fanta.
But anyhow, it was Shasta. It was disgusting.
Cola.
Their Coke was
Shasta
so
Cola.
gross.
It was disgusting.
Like, can I just get a Pepsi or a Coke?
No,
But you couldn't afford it.
couldn't afford it. You had to get
Couldn't
the
afford it.
Shasta. The grape or the orange Shasta.
Oh, the orange. The orange was my go-to.
Yeah, but Sunkissed was so much better.
Sunkissed was so much better. So much better.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not
Wow.
a big soda fan.
So Tony said only 7-Up if I run out of Tums.
Oh, for your tummy.
Oh, see? If you got a tummy ache, you got to take it.
See, so it is the same thing. It's around all cultures. 7-Up, Sprite makes you think like it's gonna make me feel better if I drink it.
Just having a 7-Up, you'll be fine. Good branding, whoever came up
Great
with
branding.
that. Sheesh.
You know who should be the new spokesperson? If Starry wants to blow up, George Lopez needs to be like the spokesperson of Starry.
Yeah.
Because he tells all those funny
Yeah.
jokes about when he was young and 7-Up and all that.
That's funny. So Olga's here with us. Hi, Olga.
Hey,
Thanks
Olga.
for joining us. Congratulations. She's going to have a new grandbaby.
A granddaughter.
Granddaughter.
Yeah,
Yay.
congrats.
Woo, woo, woo. So she says she likes Diet Sprite better than 7-Up, but restaurants never have it. I don't think I've ever tried a Diet Sprite.
I've never been a soda person.
Me neither.
It's because I don't drink them a lot. So if I'm going to drink it, like I don't want the Diet kind. I want the real deal.
The real deal.
It's usually a Coke or a Pepsi is what I'll have. Because I just sometimes there's like food that you want soda with, like pizza,
Mexican food. Chris
Mexican
always
food,
has
for
to
sure.
get the Mexican Coke in the bottle.
Coke in the bottle
It's
for
so
sure.
much better than regular Coke. It's so delicious. Yum. Now I want to go eat.
Great. Now I'm having Mexican food
Great,
for
now I'm
dinner with
hungry.
Coke. Possible.
Oh my goodness. Excuse me.
You know, you should have a little bit more of that Sprite or Starry to clear up that cough.
That's what caused my throat to get all weird right now.
So
All that fake sugar in
it's
there.
funny what all these companies do. So Tesla, right? I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but Tesla's like slashing prices. And I didn't know it till today why they were slashing prices. I just thought it was competition, right? They're trying to compete with these other EV cars.
No, it's probably Elon's got some weird games going on.
So our producer did the work for us. He's saying because pricing the car under $55K makes it eligible for a $7,000 tax credit, which in turn is going to
Make
push
people to go
sales,
buy.
right? Because I'd want to buy one if I didn't already have one. If you can get $7,000 off,
For sure. And it's
Yeah.
more affordable.
we didn't get a rebate when we bought
Because
ours.
how much were the prices up to on the Tesla Y? Weren't they up really high for a while?
Yeah, I don't know because we bought ours right around $55K when we bought it.
Okay.
Then they went way up during COVID and
lockdown.
all that, and then now they're starting to come back down.
So I know that there were some people who were on back order for over a year waiting for their Tesla. So now they finally got their car wet in the last 2 or 3 months, and now Tesla decided to price way lower than what these people were paying. I bet you they're pretty upset, huh?
Well, like over a weekend, it went down like $2,500, $3,000 or whatever.
Oh my
And
goodness.
that's a lot of money because Tesla, if anybody knows, they don't negotiate price. So you want a Tesla, you go in there, you pay whatever they're asking. They don't bid it up, which is great too. The dealerships, it's all the same price wherever you go. But you're not going to get a discount. Like one of my buddies, my boy Jeff, he was the first guy I knew that bought a Tesla. First
Right.
year it came out, he bought a Model S, right?
Didn't he put a deposit down like a year or two before it even came
way
out?
before. It was $100,000 car.
Right.
Excuse me, $100,000 car. He wanted some kind of discount off the car because he's like one of the first guys, right?
Right.
They would not give him a penny off the price. He goes, well, how about you just give me like one of those Tesla jackets?
Right.
Wouldn't give him a jacket. He's like, come on, a hat? Like, can I get something?
Can I get a keychain?
They wouldn't give him a
I
hat.
don't even have a key.
But you know what he did get?
What did he get?
did get, being one of the first Tesla buyers in probably Los Angeles, he got free charging for the rest of his
Lifetime.
forever, lifetime,
Yeah.
free charging. That's pretty awesome.
I would take that over a jacket or a hat any day.
It's going to be as long as his car lasts, though, because I bet you it's to that car,
Oh, yes. Yes. It's probably non-transferable.
non-transferable. So just going back to the soda. So Evelyn says, Angel says Coke Zero tastes like regular Coke.
I've never tried it.
I mean, vegans say that, that fake meat tastes like real meat. I used to be one of those people. Something happened to his taste buds. They somehow are lying to his taste buds.
His brain.
His brain, yeah. So it doesn't. I promise you, if a normal person drinks it that's never drank it before,
You're trying to say Angel's abnormal?
just messing with Angel. If somebody I think that never had it drinks it, we should do it on the show. We'll do a Coke Zero and a Coke and see what happens.
I don't want to try it.
Anyhow, and then Olga says 0 calories.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but then you got the fake sugar on those zero calorie drinks that say that's like causes cancer or something. So I don't know. I don't,
You know what? Everything.
It's hard to
if you
get ahead.
If you drive through anywhere fast food, they've got the cancer warning on the building.
It's true.
So, I mean,
Who knows?
who knows? Well, Mega Millions $1 billion prize was won by someone in Maine. Wow. A single ticket won $1.3
Wow.
billion.
So what if you're from Maine and you win $1 billion? Like you're not gonna go to a lobster dinner because you've been eating lobster your whole life. So what's like the fine dining that they're gonna do right
I
now?
don't know. That's crazy.
You know what they can do?
What can they do?
Come on down to California, buy some real estate with Silver Realty, and we can take you to all the cool sushi spots.
Yes.
Right? Show you around town. There's like top 3 sushi spots in Santa Clarita. We'll take you to them. But come buy some property here in LA. We'd love to help
Congrats
you.
to that big winner. Wow, that's amazing. So I felt
I
a
can't
little.
imagine waking up a billionaire. Oh my Lord.
Every day I wake up and I feel rich,
I know. Well,
living this beautiful life with you.
no, I do too, honestly.
Seriously.
But I mean, it would be cool.
It would be nice to have extra 1.3 billion just laying around.
I mean,
Did they actually go and accept it yet? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Oh, or is this the one where the lady doesn't want to be known? Because I did read a report about she's afraid of her family finding out that she has money.
Wow.
Oh, that'd be so terrible.
Just cut the checks. Be like, boom, boom, boom. This is all you get forever for the rest of your life.
Don't call me anymore.
Here you go. You call me, it's because you want to hang out, not because you want money.
Well, that night that they were doing the drawing, Chris called me right after I left the grocery store and he goes, "Oh, did you get the tickets?" I'm like, "Oh, I forgot."
I was like,
Oh,
you just
well.
cost us $1 billion.
And I had just saved us $40.
I told her she's going to be in a lot of trouble if that winning ticket came out of Stevenson Ranch. I would have been pissed.
Yeah, at the Ralph's and Stevenson Ranch.
Well, luckily you saved us $40.
Thank goodness. Oh,
Because we were about to go wild, and I wanted those single tickets because I wanted to be like,
I did not want to be that person. I would have been like, you are going yourself to get your single tickets. That was a crazy day. That was a busy day.
all of them have been.
My goodness. So Tony said $1 million for everyone. That's it. Yep.
And you could do that with the $1.35 billion.
Jeez. Oh my
insane.
goodness. So have you all heard about the Super Mario World? It's going to be opening at Universal Hollywood on February 17th. Wow. That looks really cool. It's going to feature a new ride based on Mario Kart. There's going to be new restaurants there and a new world filled with puzzles and games for the guest. Is anyone else excited to go?
So the last time, just want to throw this out there, the last time I went to Universal Studios, Corey and I weren't even dating yet.
It's been a long time.
Let me say that again. Corey and I weren't even dating yet. We went as friends.
Yes.
And that must have been 1996. Yeah, 1996. It's right before we started dating. And Jurassic Park and Back to the Future were like the new rides.
We are so old.
So it's been a little bit of time.
It has. Valeria's here with us. Hey, birthday
Happy birthday,
girl.
birthday
Happy
girl.
birthday. She said, yes, let's go. It's a date. Oh, my goodness. I can't wait to celebrate your birthday with you. Valeria is one of my best friends. She's such a sweetheart. So I hope you're enjoying your birthday so far today. And Monica said, no, but I'm excited for Toontown to open. Laugh out loud. The
Ooh.
sign went up today
Did
for
it?
Toontown. Oh, yeah.
They better have gotten rid of that Roger Rabbit ride. That is the stupidest ride at Disneyland.
I hate that ride,
What is
too.
the point of that ride?
I don't know. It's so inappropriate, too. I hate
It
that
is
ride.
inappropriate. Like it's like the scummy part of like Mickey's Downtown or Toontown or whatever.
Toontown.
It's like you don't go on that side of the
Don't
tracks,
go to
kids.
downtown. You got to stay uptown when you go into Toontown.
I hope they got rid of that crap.
I hope so too. I think the plans were to get rid of it. Monica said, happy birthday to Val. Send some birthday love to Valeria, everyone. And then Tony said, what the heck?
Probably how long we've been at.
Oh, since we've been
Since we've been there.
Universal, yeah. And then Valeria said, thank you guys. Love you, boo. I love you too. And Monica said, haha, to make you dizzy. Yeah, okay. I just remember going back to Roger Rabbit is what she's talking about. Some kid got trapped underneath there one time when we were growing up. Yeah, I fell out of the thing.
I mean, his parents should be better.
I know.
How do you
Parents
fall
need
out
to-
of the car? Come on.
I don't know. They
Did
need to
you?
do
Oh,
better.
we're gonna get on. Oh, you know what? Let's see this video first.
Okay,
I'm going off on a tangent.
So here's
here.
a video on Super Nintendo World over in Universal.
This would be cool if Tina was still into his Switch, but he hasn't played in like 6 months.
That's okay. They will get excited about this. But Chris has made a rule for us that we can't go anywhere until our Disneyland passes expire.
Yeah, can we get into this park with our magic passes?
Oh,
They say they're magic.
they're magical. Hopefully
they'll
they
let
can
us
open
in.
that door, right? No, it won't. But so yeah, it's interactive. Look at how fun.
It looks cool.
It does look cool. I know there's going to be a lot of hype at first to try to get in here, and it's going to be crazy busy, right?
You know what that means? We got to take the kids out of school to go. Because there's no way I'm going on a weekend.
Heck no.
It's not happening.
Forget that. Ooh, look at the Toadstool
What kind of
Cafe.
food do you think they have at the
Ooh,
Toadstool Cafe?
I don't know. Lots of mushrooms.
Oh, they probably do.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to legalize mushrooms here.
Oh, yeah, wouldn't be
States.
surprised. So that looks like a lot of fun. Ooh, I should check it out. Well, one of our friends works over there, so find out if he has any.
You know how many people are going to be hitting him up about
No,
this?
not to get tickets. I don't want to get a ticket from
Like
him. I
while
just
we
want to
go there, if he could show us like
No,
some.
I just want him to like tell us like a good way, like I don't know, things to look out for, because he did tell us. He's really cool. He like helps design the rides and stuff and like put them together. And when he takes his kids there, he'll hide their stuffies in some of the rides, so then they
No, he
can
does
go
not.
through and find out where they are.
That's awesome.
Point them out. Isn't that cute?
I didn't know that. That's cool.
I won't say his name. I don't want him to get in trouble, but I think it's really cool.
But I will be giving his phone number out after the show.
Stop. Okay, so they also have a Transformers ride and a Jurassic Park ride, which is, I wonder if that's the same one that we went on back in 96. Or if they
probably
revamped
is.
it from then.
Back in '96, it was. It's probably the same ride. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe they revamped it. They've had a lot of movies since then.
Yes.
Because we went right out. They only had Jurassic Park the movie,
The
the first
original.
one back then.
And then they have the Harry Potter ride, the kids roller coaster. The kids will love the roller coasters, I think. I thought it was all virtual reality stuff there. I didn't know there was roller coasters.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it's like. I don't know if they have roller coasters, but we'll see. We'll check it out. So now it's Jurassic Park World.
Oh, okay.
They've come out with so many more dinosaurs since that Jurassic Park movie, like the big water one that comes out, and I don't know the names of them. Santino would though.
Yeah, he would definitely know. So I'm wondering if this will add a new park to the parks that the kids love so much, because they absolutely love Disney. So we'll have to see.
Let's sell them on it, because if we take them there and they love it, I bet you that pass is like a third of the price of what Disney is, and it's closer. Don't have to make that drive.
Right.
Bye bye Disneyland.
Don't ever say that to me ever again. Shut your mouth.
Bye bye bye.
Chris is not getting a new key. I will spend the money I was going to spend on your key on merchandise.
Oh,
Just
boy.
kidding.
This
So we
girl.
had quite a few comments. Maybe we can scroll up and respond to them while we were talking. Excuse me. Oh, no. Okay. So Tony said yes, is what she was talking about. The what the heck. And Tanya said, happy birthday, Valeria.
That's sweet.
That was very nice of you. And Monica said, sorry to break it to you, Chris. The magic keys won't expire. Laugh
What?
out loud. They're never going to expire. She's right. She knows me way too well. And I think Tony was saying it's revamped when we're talking about the Jurassic Park
ride.
World
Well, now it's
ride.
World.
Yeah. So I don't know about all of you all, but how many of you got bombarded last night with all the Girl Scout cookie requests?
I got the request. I got a few. I got a few text messages already.
Oh, yeah.
I think we got to cap it this year. Like first 5 people that hit us up for Girl Scout cookies, we buy them and then we're done.
Okay, well, we already have 2, so 3 more spots
No,
are
I
open.
have one too.
Oh,
you
2
had 2
more
yourself.
spots are
I have one.
open.
That's 3 are gone. So look. If you wait after 5, that's your fault. You were sleeping because your competition was on it last night.
Listen, the girls that hit me up, they already did videos. They sent me videos
What?
asking for it. Yeah.
Oh, we're definitely buying cookies from them.
So Girl Scouts announced a new cookie flavor, Raspberry Rally. Ooh, it's a thin, crispy, chocolate-covered cookie infused with raspberry flavor, and it's available to order on February 28th. It will only be available to purchase online. Can you tell I was a Girl Scout before? Totally selling their cookie.
I was like, look at Corey trying to get these spokespersons jobs out
Probably,
there.
I don't even know how it tastes. Maybe Girl Scouts should send me a box because, I just plugged their new cookie. Hopefully
I'm
it
waiting
tastes
for that
yummy.
new cookie, that new California cookie. You
No.
know, that has that TCH in there.
You need to stop. This is Girl Scouts, buddy. Chill.
You act like there hasn't been so many corrupt things have happened with Girl Scouts, right? Like troop leaders embezzling like millions of dollars and like.
Dude, that's what happened with my troop leader. Stole
See?
money from
There
our
you go.
troop.
I didn't even know this.
Yes, took money from our troops. So then my mom and then two of my other friends' moms stepped in and they became our new troop leaders.
Oh wow.
Yeah, shady. How you gonna do that to the little girls? That's messed up. So Girl Scout cookie season is fast approaching, and who's excited? Who's gonna be buying cookies? Looks like Tony said she'll buy. She said she doesn't have any requests today, and she wants a box. And then Tanya said she wants a box of Thin Mints. So we're gonna have to fulfill that. Maybe we'll put that order in for one of the girls.
Tony's asking, is Nola a Girl Scout? She is not.
No,
she got invited to a meeting. She was going to go, and then something came up, and she hasn't wanted to go back.
Yeah. So, Valeria said thank you, Tanya. Oh, for her birthday wish. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, well, I don't see any of the other moms on here trying to sling these Girl Scout cookies. They're sleeping. They need to get on this show because we got people who want to buy cookies right now. Could be sending them links.
Shame on all the moms that are sleeping right now, and dads too. Dads could be helping.
Dads could be helping too. Tony said I was a Girl Scout and we teepeed houses. Wow, you guys what were you learning? Trying to get certain badges over there?
If they didn't buy the cookies.
Oh, they went and teepeed the house. They teepeed
the houses. I think that's what happened. Oh, you want to buy our cookies? We'll show you.
I'll show you. And Tony said, I don't blame Nola. Laugh out loud. So I take it you didn't really like being a Girl Scout, huh, Tony?
Corey, I've heard. So you know how Al Bundy scored 4 touchdowns in high school football? Corey's told me the story about her.
Why are you even bringing it up? You're going to talk
selling
smack.
more cookies.
Smack. I wasn't even going to take the opportunity to even toot my own horn. But since you want to toot my horn and talk smack at the same time, no, go ahead. I give you the honor. I pass you the torch of tooting my horn. Go ahead.
When Corey was a wee lad,
I wasn't a
she
lad.
sold more cookies than anybody in LA County. She was the #1 Girl Scout.
It wasn't LA
seller.
County. It was the San Fernando Valley.
San Fernando Valley.
That's a huge difference.
I mean, LA was all right. San Fernando is a big place. I mean,
yes,
it's a big
LA
deal.
County is huge.
That's a lot of cookies.
It's a lot of cookies. Shout out to my mom. I don't know if she's watching right now, but she really did help me. Like back in the day, like now these girls, they just send videos and say, buy cookies for me. Like we went literally door to door in our whole neighborhood with a wagon full of cookies.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Your mom is such a great salesperson too. She has no idea. I tell her about some of her sales techniques sometimes because she doesn't know that she's doing it. She's never been a salesperson her whole life. She did customer service for like 35 years.
Right.
At Pac Bell. Right. But she'll say stuff like, hey, do you guys want to come over for dinner on Friday night or Saturday night?
She does the close end.
She does the alternative close. Like she always has, she's always closing.
Yeah, she is.
So that explains #1 cookie sales.
You should have seen our house. My mom would buy boxes full because not only would we go door to door, we would also go to the bowling alley and sell them to all her friends at the bowling alley. We would do boothing. That's where we stood out in front of the grocery store and the bank. We'd be out there in the rain. Who doesn't buy cookies from a little girl in the rain?
Dude, let me see the eyes. How did you do it? The face that you made.
What?
When you're in the rain.
Please. No, we didn't do that. We would actually have a whole sales pitch and everything, and no one would ever say no. They would buy from us.
Nice.
And then at the very end, my mom's like, well, you got to hit this goal. So she would just buy cases full for all the people who didn't get to buy them at the time, and she would sell them at work.
So who's guilty of this, right? Who's seen the Girl Scouts set up at the grocery store? And you walk in and you're like, oh, I'll get you on the way out. And on the way out, you just walk out the other door.
That's messed up.
I've done it plenty of times. Because sometimes they only take cash. Like, I don't have, who carries cash?
That's why you get cash out when you go to buy your stuff. You get cash back.
Dang, you're taking this personal.
Listen, I was a Girl Scout. It's not easy work. You got to earn these badges, right? So Tony said I learned sales, which I did too. It's awesome. They teach you a lot of life skills too, and then teach you how to survive when you're out there camping. Watch out for stuff in the wilderness. And Tony said that's why she's so awesome. I think she's talking about my mom, which my mom is pretty awesome. And Valeria said, damn, Corey slinging cookies left and right. I was. But my mom was my partner in crime.
Just had an amazing...
I can't take all the credit, Mom.
I just had an amazing flashback.
What?
Remember you wore like some old Girl Scout cookie outfit
Yeah, I wore it for
for
Halloween,
like a
one
Halloween
year.
party. I was like, yeah, girl.
Yeah, I still have my Girl Scout uniform.
This girl still
my
has her.
patches
She still
on it.
has her sash with her badges on it. It's like in this box that she won't let me get rid of stuff. She's like,
Why
no,
would
you're
it-
not gonna get rid of that.
You better not get rid of that. I'm a pack rat. I got to hold on to things.
Oh my gosh.
Tony said, no, you girl. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, she's so sweet. Chris loves bagging on me.
Our kids are
You're lucky I didn't keep my trophies from when I was a bowler.
I bet you they're in the garage somewhere.
No, I didn't keep those.
Man, you know what's
Still
so
have my
funny?
bowling ball, though.
Yeah, that's how I knew the one time, like when we were dating, right? One day, it was probably Corey's idea to go bowling. We go bowling. I didn't grow up doing a lot of things, right? So bowling was not one of them. And we go, and I'm like thinking, like, I'm gonna show this girl, like, how to bowl, right?
He gets up there looking like Fred Flintstone.
It was bad. But this girl comes, I meet her, she's got the ball with her name on it. I was like, oh shit, she's a ringer. I'm in trouble.
I can't believe I still have that bowling ball in the garage.
You still got it.
That's funny. Oh my goodness. Excuse me.
So, this weekend on HBO, The Last of Us premiered.
Yes.
It was on Sunday, January 15th. You were able to stream it and watch it. So it's a new show based off a video game, which I didn't tell Corey because then I knew she wouldn't watch it with me.
Yeah, he goes, there's this new show out and everybody's hyping it up. It sounds so good.
I'm like, it's HBO. You know it's going to be good.
No, it's HBO Max, so it has to be good. I'm like, okay, what's it about? And he's like, well, let's just watch it. I'm like, oh boy.
Corey hates zombie shows, right?
I'm like, is this one of those end of the world things again? Oh
And I'm
gosh,
like,
how many of these shows you gotta have?
Well, yeah.
Oh man, but it had the little girl on there that was on Game of Thrones, right? She was one of.
Yes, she was the Mormont, like the little girl that was she was a badass.
So
Game of
I
Thrones.
like her as an actress. So I said, okay, you got me.
She plays another badass character.
Yes. So we
a
started
tough girl.
watching it, and man, I'm over there yelling at the TV. No, why?
This lady sitting next to me. I mean, the show started. If you really break it down, these are how all the Disney movies start.
Yes.
There's like tragedy the first 5 minutes.
Well, don't tell anyone like what happens if they haven't seen it yet. But yeah, that's how they get you hooked.
Well,
The
yeah,
tragedy.
but there was tragedy. I'm not going to say what happened, but when I say boo-hooing, like Corey had the ugly cry next to me. She's like, "Ah," like
You're stupid.
Like the first 20 minutes of the show, I'm like,
I was not moaning like that. I had tears trickling out of my eyes.
trickly. They were pouring down your face, bro.
Ugh, what is that? You are ridiculous. Boy.
The show got her.
It got me.
Are you gonna watch next week
Did
with
anyone
me?
else watch it? Yeah, I'll watch it again.
There we go.
Well, I got to see what's going to happen. So, gosh, he didn't tell me it was based off a video game. I'm like, a video game?
I don't play video games. I have never played that game or heard of the game, but there's some good actors in it. I was like, let's
Yes.
check it out, see if it's any good. It's HBO.
So far, so good. So we have a new show that we've replaced. Tony said, literally, you guys have made me belly laugh. Oh, good. I'm glad. This guy's too much sometimes. And Tanya said, Corey, we should all go bowling. Let's go. That would actually be fun. We should do bowling on a family night,
Let's do
family
it.
dinner night.
I'm down.
So not this weekend, the following weekend.
But we should do it early
Yes.
because I don't want to take kids in those filthy bathrooms after. Like if we eat there, they can use a bathroom there. Like these are things I think about as a dad.
He thinks about the bathroom.
Because I'm always in the bathroom with the kids. So are you.
Me
like,
too.
and they're gross. They're always
I know.
gross.
How are bathrooms so gross after we just went through COVID?
How hard is it to clean a damn bathroom?
I don't know.
We'll see how the Valencia lanes are.
I don't know. Hopefully they're clean. But yeah. And then also, I'm not really a big fan of eating at a bowling alley.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not eating there because then you're going to be in the bathroom immediately after. That was the whole point of talking about the bathroom.
Chris's mind immediately goes to what am I going to eat? Because if I don't eat, I'm going to be
100%.
hangry.
Yes.
And then where am I going to blow something up after?
Well,
in case.
I'm as you guys, if you watch the show, you know I'm frugal. I don't like spending money on things that are not good.
Right.
So
Oh,
to
yeah.
spend money on food that's garbage anyway,
Yes.
like if it's junk food, I'm not saying all junk food's garbage. Like it might taste really good. If it tastes really good, great.
Yes.
I want a treat every now and then, right? But to pay a lot of food for something that doesn't taste good,
A lot
like
of money for yuckiness.
like what's the place that we go for birthday parties? Scooter's Jungle.
Yeah.
That pizza is disgusting. It's like one level up from Domino's
Yes, it's
pizza.
not good.
And if anybody know, Domino's is gross.
How come Domino's tastes so good when we were little? Is it just like a nostalgic thing?
No,
or
because kids don't know what good
we
is.
don't know any better?
It's cheese.
I
so
think
you're like,
it was
it's
real
good.
cheese back then, and now it's like powdered cheese or something. Is it even cheese?
I don't even think it's cheese, girl. Who knows?
Know what that is? Oh my gosh.
Who knows? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. But anyhow, last night, speaking of like junk food, the kids were like, "Can we have dessert tonight?" And we're pretty good about like letting our kids have dessert if they were good.
Mm-hmm.
They get B tickets at school. If they eat all their food,
Right.
Because that's how we get them to eat the vegetables and all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if it's still like the right time,
Right.
because if it's too late, they can't have sugar before
Oh my
they won't go to
goodness.
sleep.
Yeah, I have a story about that.
So anyhow, they wanted popcorn. So I was like, "Oh, great, popcorn!" Because they went to Grandma and Papa's. They wanted popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, "If you want popcorn, we should watch a movie tonight."
Yes.
Right. So we started watching Matilda. And what happened, babe?
Oh my goodness. So for all of you who grew up, around the same time as us, Matilda's a little bit older movie, right? And Santino just was not digging it because Matilda's parents are really mean to her.
Danny DeVito and Ray Perlman, I think, it's his real wife in real life. But
They're terrible to their kids, both of them, but mostly Matilda
goes,
in the movie.
"I'm big and you're little. I'm smart and you're dumb."
Yeah, he's so mean to her, right? And Santino just was not having it. He did not want to watch the movie at all because he couldn't handle how mean they were to her.
And then the principal
once
was
the principal came out, he was like, "Can you just turn this off? I don't want to watch it anymore."
he got emotional about
I
it.
think he got like really sad.
Like, it was like Pete-
it was almost like he was feeling for the character. He was feeling for
was.
Matilda.
He gets so caught up in these movies, that, like almost thinking they're real.
Yes.
Right. And thank good because of our producer, I'm able to tell him about movies and say, "Baby, this is a movie." You know how Robert comes and shoots videos of us.
Right.
Like there was a camera guy there, and that's how I try to make like Jurassic Park not scary.
Right.
By
To
explaining
downplay it.
these things to him. But he felt like it was real, and somebody was really treating their kid this way. He didn't want to watch it. He was like, "I'm done." He was walked out of the room.
Well, yeah, we took a little bit of a break because Chris had to refill their popcorn, and I said, "Santino, come on, let's just watch it. It's gonna get better. I promise you. Matilda's gonna, show her powers and how she can turn a bad situation good." And he goes, "Okay, I'll just give it a couple more minutes." Like really talked himself through it, and he watched it for 2 more minutes. He said, "I can't." He got up and left the room.
He got up and left the room, which
But
good for
Nola
him.
was digging it. She
No,
was
but good
sitting
for
there with
him.
her
Like
popcorn.
if he doesn't like it, he could get up and leave the room, right?
Right.
Or else we're like Danny DeVito in the movie where he's
Watch
holding
this
Matilda's
movie.
face to watch the TV.
I know,
Remember
you're
that
gonna
scene?
watch this. That's how I felt like we were being with it.
No, I was
Go ahead
like,
and do your thing.
I'm like, just give it a few more minutes. So we split up. Corey ended up watching it with Nola, which you could talk about because she loved it. And then I ended up going in his room and we watched some Star Wars movie, like the last one with Ray.
Right. Well, we didn't end up getting to finish watching the movie because Chris came in and he's like, "We're parents of the year. Did you see what time it
was like
is?
9:15.
It's 9:15. They need to be asleep." So Nola watched it this morning and it's almost over. But she said, "This movie's so good. Santino needs to watch it again. I want to watch it again with him so he could see the
And
powers that she has."
Nola's just now starting to get into movies because she really doesn't like TV.
Yeah.
So she just now, like, I was like, popcorn, we're chilling. Like, it's 8 o'clock, girl. Like, I don't want to play a game while we're eating popcorn. Can we just
You were
chill?
totally Danny DeVito. Just sit down and watch this TV right now.
I don't talk to our kids.
I'm just
that way.
kidding.
And I think that's why they're so thrown back too. Is like they taken back, or Tino was, because we just don't talk like that. Like
Right.
we never put our kids down. We don't
I-
even hardly raise our voice with our kids.
I don't really remember that movie. I think I've watched it one time, but watching it as an adult, I'm like, whoa, gosh, terrible. They're really mean to her.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, that was our experience with that. Our kids actually, we didn't get to talk about this, but they got to go to Grandma and Papa's over the weekend.
Wait, hold on one second, because there's some stuff here, and I had no idea. I don't know if this is a thing.
The
so
new Matilda is awesome.
she said there's a new
Oh,
Matilda.
I didn't know there's a new one.
We're gonna have to check that out.
Where is that? Let us know where we could find that. And then Valeria said, "Oh, Tino, he's so sweet. He is really sweet.
He's
little
such a sweet boy.
So I guess we'll switch things up to real estate, right? Let's
Okay.
go and switch it up to real estate. So we have a new listing that's coming up. We posted about it, yesterday? 2 days ago?
yesterday, the day before, all the days have been blending. But
Would you like to talk about it? Because we're going to be hosting
I
open
would.
houses all weekend.
So we'll be there Saturday and Sunday. I don't have the times yet, but my guess is about 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday. That's usually a popular time. And then on Sunday, maybe like 12 to 3 or 12 to 4, because we want everybody to go to church. Right? Everybody usually goes to church in the morning, Sunday morning.
Right.
So then they can come hang out after with us. But 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, really good sized backyard, which is hard to find.
This particular tract, the yard is huge.
The yard's huge. The yard itself is really big, but then on top of that, there's a hillside which gives you more privacy.
Right.
And we used to live in that same community, and on our hillside we had a beautiful fountain.
Yeah, it was
right.
so nice.
You could do that there, or make like some kind of garden up there on the hillside. There's a lot you can do with it, but it also has a huge covered patio that right now is being used as an outdoor gym. But it could easily be used, because it does cover from the rain and all that stuff and the
Right.
elements. It could easily be used for like a stay-at-home business, right? People that are selling like products on Amazon or whatnot, like it's that big where you could set up the way it's already set up. You can have it to where you can have boxes there and have inventory and all that stuff.
That's awesome.
I'm pretty excited about it. I think somebody's going to love that house.
For sure.
Listed at $725. I think it's going to go really fast.
Well, we have a video here for you all to take a look at, and don't tune out, because you got to check Chris out in this video.
What do you mean?
Yeah, this guy's looking fly.
All right, thinking of buying a home. I love this commercial quality, by the way. It's awesome, right?
You can see the hillside back there in the backyard. Look
Look
how
at
big
so
it
it's
is.
that's the hillside behind it. So it's a big yard. Look at that curb appeal.
I know.
Whoa. Look at that beard.
Oh my Lord.
So
Grizzly
I've
Adams.
only been back a week and my beard's now turned gray. I don't know what happened.
I thought that was Rick Ross for a second. Oh my Lord. Look at this. It's so clean.
It's so cute. It's such a cute place.
Yeah, it's
Wood
refreshing. I love the
floors.
colors
Look at that.
there.
Move in ready. You got to do nothing but put your furniture in there and move in.
It's got the upgraded
Plus,
lighting.
all the furniture, you could buy it. Just leave it there if you just want to move right in. This is that area I was talking about, the outdoor area. Look, can't you see yourself running a business out of that?
Are those treadmills for sale too?
It's all for sale, girl.
Oh, awesome.
Look at that huge backyard.
Oh, I love how they put up the wood paneling on the side. I don't remember
It's
seeing
cute,
that
right?
before. It looks really nice.
So we will be there Saturday and Sunday.
If you want some more details, be sure to reach out to us. What does everyone think about Chris's new look? We kind of haven't touched on it yet, but we got to see what
So
it looked
look at-
like
look at the-
before.
look at the beard
This
there,
is the
right?
before, and this is the after.
All right, so let
It
me
still has some color left here.
let me explain the beard, right? So I wasn't trying to fool anybody. Anybody that watches the show knows that I have admitted to dyeing my beard.
Right.
It
He
is
has
what it
more
is.
products for his.
No, it was the
hair than I
just
do.
for men, right? So, but what I've learned as it was making my beard itch, right? And then when I started to touch my chin, I had like scab on my chin. And then when I started reading reviews,
Yeah,
it's
dandruff
because,
face.
No, it burns your skin.
That's horrible.
You get like, it's really bad for you. Just for men's really bad for your skin.
Yes.
So then I was trying to find like some other product, right? And I was like, I gotta find this product before I do the show and show the gray, because I cut it all off, right? Like I was like, I'm gonna cut it off. I'm gonna grow it back, like, right? Because it was getting out of control.
It was so out of control. He had like this thing, like, looked like a growth. It was like over here. And then underneath, it was like starting to twist like a ducktail.
What were you saying? I looked like who now? Who were you saying I looked like?
Rick Ross?
Oh no, the other guy
which one?
from the show, with BA,
Who?
Mr. T.
Oh, Mr. T.
So
You just needed your gold chain?
yeah. So I pity the fool that doesn't buy our new listed over there in Saugus. That's what I should have said in that video.
You should have. Oh my gosh, that would have been
We
funny.
got to do a sound bite and change it up. Like we could make a funny video out of that.
We should. That's hilarious.
All right, I'm gonna have the kid work on it. We'll have
All
the kid that edits for us work on it.
So Valeria said, "That's in my neighborhood. Cute house."
So Valeria, I saw you, and I was gonna get out of the car and go say what's up, but she peeled out. I saw the smoke and everything coming out of the back of her
she probably
tires.
thought you were Mr. T. She was like, "I don't want him to come up to my car like that." Scared her or something with that
I
beard.
guess.
But she said it's a cute house, and Tanya said, "Wow, nice house." And Valeria said, "This beard looks better, Chris." So she's digging this distinguished look with the gray.
But yeah, maybe we'll check it out.
He wants to dye it again. I told him he needs to get something a little bit more natural, like a henna dye or something, but he can't find any product.
No, so it's funny. So I was thinking like, well, if I'm gonna keep if I'm gonna keep this beard, right, I got to dye it before the show because it was already getting like this, right, and it was too long, so I had to cut it. That's why I cut it this short. But so I was like, I can't just go buy like regular dye because that Just for Men burns my skin. So then I'm like looking online. I look at Walmart. I look at Target. I look at CVS. Like I just started looking at stuff. None of them have it. All they have is Just for Men, right?
Right.
Corey's like, why don't you call some salons? Calling barbershops, calling salons. Then I was like, why the hell did I just spend 45 minutes for some beard dye?
It's like a girl.
So I was like, forget it. I just cut it. I didn't care.
He was panicking. He's like, oh, I got to get this dye on. I'm like,
I
dude,
don't know.
it's not that
Again,
serious.
Spouses like to, add a little extra on it. I wasn't panicking. If I was panicking, I would have showed up
I
with
was
his beard.
sending him links, right? With like, here's an article I found on the best beard dye.
So it's funny because I read those same articles. There's like some like mountain man beard dye or whatever. But I was reading like it has like a lot of reviews. It has 4.5 stars, right?
Right.
But then of course I go to the 1-star reviews, and it was like left my beard with a green tint.
Ew.
Feel like a leprechaun. And I was like, I'm not buying that stuff.
Don't even take your chances.
Empty my cart because it was in the cart already.
St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner, so it'd be very fitting.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, Nola keeps reminding me. So yeah, that's a whole nother story for another day, but she's already talking about this leprechaun trap.
Yeah.
Why you parents got to be so extra all the time? Come
Hey,
up
Mama.
with some new things to do. My mom's here with us. Hi. Thanks for joining us. And thank you so much for watching the kids over there. What was it? Sunday night and Monday for the holiday. They got to spend time with Grandma and Papa and their cousins. They had so much fun.
Do you want to watch them Saturday so Corey can go to have mimosas with Valeria for her birthday?
Hey, I was going to call her. Don't put her on blast on the show, babe.
Sorry, Valeria, I got to do an open house or else I would 100% watch the kids. I would love to, but
Yes.
can't do it. Anyhow, so just focus on real estate for a little bit. For those of you that don't know, we have opened a property management division.
Right.
Right. We're slowly opening it. That's why we're not really pushing it or advertising it or come up with logos or any of that stuff yet, because we have one big client that we have 12 properties for. Right. So there's a lot that goes into it.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
much.
I don't think Chris really knew how much it was going to take. I mean, it's a lot.
I had an idea.
Yes.
I definitely had an idea. But these are the kind of things that we do for our clients, right?
Right.
And we referred them to property management companies, but they felt more comfortable if we just take it on ourselves because
For
they trust
sure.
us, right?
Which is an amazing opportunity.
Amazing. So just for people out there thinking like, because we come across this a lot, and I think this is going to be happening a lot in 2023. There's a lot of people that want to buy a house. Our phone's been going off the hook.
Right.
I'll show property right before the show. I'm showing property all the rest of the week, right? So like everybody wants to buy a house, and it's starting earlier than it did last year. Usually it starts in the spring.
Right.
So anybody that wants to buy a house that already owns a house, and you just cannot wrap your head around, but I only have a 3% interest rate on my house, and this new rate's going to be 6%.
Right.
Right? Okay, so I get that, but you're not happy in your house.
Right.
Right? If you've outgrown that house, there's two options. You either sell the house, take the proceeds and buy another house. Yes, the interest rate's going to double. Yes, right? Or if you can afford to do this, keep that house. You can rent it. We can manage it. And then you can go ahead and get into your next house.
Right.
With keeping your old house. And we can show you how to do that because, of course, we do loans as well, right?
Right.
So we were doing that for a lot of clients. This is starting to happen. We just closed escrow Friday. And that client, we helped them buy their second home. They didn't want to sell that house. Same thing we're talking about. What do? They're renting out that house, and they just bought a new house with as little as 5% down.
Which is amazing.
Pretty amazing. If you already own a house, you could buy your next house for 5% down. That's insane, right?
Oh my gosh, that almost took your breath away.
Whew. Left me breathless, almost speechless. So there's a lot of things that you guys could do out there if you want to buy a place. We're going to be busy all weekend, open houses, showing property, doing final walkthroughs. We have a final walkthrough this week.
Yay.
That means our clients getting their keys the next weekend. And something I wanted to talk about today too. So I was at the elite meeting, right? And this is funny. It's funny for some people, not for others, right?
Right.
But it's competitive. We're in a competitive field.
Right.
Last year was the first time in the history of real estate, according to some podcasts I listened to, that there was 1.6 million agents and 1.5 million listings.
Right.
So more agents than houses to sell, right? And everybody's forecasting in our industry, like there's going to be like half of the agents are going to fall out of the business in the next 2 years.
Right.
So we're at this meeting and man, it was packed.
Right.
Like,
Everyone's excited. It's a new year. They're motivated.
yes, yes, yes. I
Or
agree
they're
with
just
all,
not busy and they need somewhere to be.
No, there's a lot.
Maybe?
We work.
Well, they are elite,
We
so they
network
are
with
closing.
we network with a lot of people that do a lot of business, right?
Right.
So I don't think that's it, but there are a lot of new people there, and there's like a lot of team members that are there, right?
Right.
And somebody made the comment to me. They said, "Man, it is packed in here with some agents," and I didn't mean like it. Just how I don't think before I talk sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
I was like, "Don't worry,
Sometimes.
don't worry," because by the end of the year, half these people are gone out this business.
Dang.
And then the person told me it might be me. I was like, "Oh, sorry."
I wouldn't even put that in the universe.
I mean, it's gonna happen.
Right.
It's not like I'm, wishing it to happen.
Right.
It's the nature of our business, and it's the nature of any business, right?
Right.
If people see a business doing well, investors, they invest in that business.
Right.
What happens? It gets oversaturated. What happens? Then you have people that fall out of that business.
Right.
Same thing with real estate. People saw that it was really hot. Everybody thinks they could do it. Now we have all these people that enter the space.
Right.
Which, by the way, you guys, when you're buying a property from your niece, your nephew, your cousin, your brother, your whatever relative that hasn't been in the business and they've done one deal and you're going to be the second deal, like it's not going to be a good experience.
Right.
You're going to lose a ton of money. You know what I've told people in that situation is, hey, look, you really want to help them out? I'll give them a little referral fee and let us show you what the real experience is about.
Right.
Right. But anyhow, business is changing. Santa Cruz is really busy right now. Properties are still moving. Now, is it as hot as it was last year when it was 3%? No, it's not. But here's the difference. We have even less inventory right now.
There's
nothing
not,
out there.
There's not much to choose from on the market. And a lot of the things that are on the market are overpriced and just sitting there, not moving.
And that's what I noticed too. You're seeing some of these properties when people are pitching them. And I know the area and I'm like, oh, it's priced aggressively and it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom for $600,000. I'm like, that's not priced aggressively.
Right.
I think we're going to see a little bit more of that too, because, a lot of agents are they're not going to be able to say no to a seller
Because they want that listing.
because they don't want, they need the listing.
Right.
Not only want it, they need it
Right.
to make a living, to stay open, to stay in the business. Right. But then if you get it when it's overpriced, you're just working for free.
Yes.
And you're pissing your seller off because they thought,
That they could
because
get
you
that.
said that they can get that price for their house.
Right.
We lose a lot of listings because we will not take listings for that are way overpriced.
Right.
For what? To get everybody mad?
Yeah. You
To
don't
spin our
want to be a
wheels?
disservice to the client.
Right? Like you don't want to do that. But
Right.
also like my time's very important to me.
Right.
I want to spend it selling a house, not just saying I have a listing. Right?
So the other day, Chris called on a listing that I was interested in, and he called the agent just to find out, the motivation of what the
Oh, boy.
seller wants to do. Like, are they experiencing any hardships? Like, what's the deal? Because this house is overpriced. Like, we don't want to waste our time and go look at it if they're not really willing to sell.
200 grand overpriced, you guys. Like easily, like any local agent could look at that listing. They know the area, they know the track. They're like, that's $200,000 overpriced.
So it's overpriced. The pictures are terrible. I don't even know what angle. It's like one of those fishbowl
That guy didn't
lenses.
take the pictures.
I
The
don't know what-
seller took the pictures because it's a cell phone picture. And I'm thinking that this guy, because I'm starting to see his name pop up,
Uh-huh.
it has to be one of those where you just list your own property.
Right. And
but
you
it's
just
on
use
the MLS.
His, yeah, you just use
That's
his
what it is.
license or something. Because I'm like, no, this house, whoever took the pictures, it's terrible. Let's go take a look at it. Maybe we have the option. So listen to what happened when Chris called this agent. Can you tell him? Because I almost died when you told me what he said.
So the guy's name is William. I won't give his last name. And so I call, I'm like, hello, William? It's Bill, right? Okay, so Bill's on there. I'm like, hey, Bill, there's this property you got listed in Stevenson Ranch. It looks way overpriced, man. I live down the street. It's way overpriced. Before I go spend the time to show it, how flexible are your sellers? Because do they know it's overpriced? Well, I'll tell you what, buddy. I've been doing this a long time, and why don't we do this? You go ahead and show it. You write an offer. I'll put up the flagpole and see if we get a salute. It's like, what?
I could not believe it.
And then I'm like, these are the agents that are coming out right now.
Oh, the woodworks.
This fool has no business being in Santa Clarita.
Oh my goodness.
He's not a local agent at all,
no,
right?
he's from out of the area.
But he's one of those guys like that has no shame in listing a property $200,000 over what it
Why
should be.
even waste your time?
Because he don't care. Because the people took the listing, right?
Right.
I mean, the sellers took the pictures. He's never seen the property.
He has
It
nothing
says
to
it
lose.
right in the MLS. I never seen I haven't been out there to the property ever, right? So that's what it is. It's one of those services, and that property's not going to sell. But guess what? Maybe I'll knock on the door, see if they want somebody to manage that property.
Oh my goodness. So Valeria said, have to go get Jackson. Love you guys. Bye. Oh, we love you too. Happy birthday. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll be calling you later. I texted her already today. And my mom said she had a fun sleepover with the kids.
Watch the kiddies.
And Lulu's cracking up. I think she's laughing at that agent. Like, seriously?
Man, I think we're going to have a lot of that. Like
Yes.
this spring, I think we're going to have a lot of overpriced listings. Because agents are scared, like we need some business.
Right.
But all business is not good business.
Right.
So you have to know how to say no. You have to know how to cut bait. But, people will figure that out in
Yes.
the long haul. But anyhow, super excited. Anybody want to come up to Santa Clarita? It's beautiful and green here.
Yes.
Anybody looking to buy their first home, the property that we're going to be at this weekend on Santa Clarita Road, great house. It's so green out here. You'll love it. I think we're responsible for getting a lot of people to move up from San Fernando Valley up to Santa Clarita. Come on up. It's so nice here.
It's so nice. And this week we have another busy week coming up, aside from your open houses. And Chris is going to be attending the Men of Tomorrow meeting tomorrow.
Yeah, so, I haven't really posted about it, right? I think everybody has a calling of like where you should spend some extra time and give back to the community. I love Golden Valley High School. I love the kids there. We have some really good men in our group. Big shout out to Christian Lazor. He's in that group too. He's a mentor with me. And our client and friend, Tyrone Jackson, he works for the city.
He's going tomorrow, right?
Yeah, he's big. He's up there in the city. He works for the city, but he's going to be mentoring there too. So anyhow, we're going to be there. We'll be there
awesome.
tomorrow. We meet with them once a month. So I'm excited to see our kids tomorrow.
And then he also has a listing appointment tomorrow.
Yes.
Hopefully, we can't really give any info on it until
It's
we
in
get
Bridgeport,
closer.
so
Yeah.
we'll see if they decide to sell, which we don't know if right now is the time or not. We're
Right.
just kind of feeling it out, right? It's more informational. Like I don't go sell myself. Like
Right.
it's like, hey, this is what it's
This is
doing.
what
This is
your
what you can
house is
get. This is
worth.
what it's worth, and then provide all the information so our clients can make the best decision, right?
For sure.
So we got that going on tomorrow. What else do we got going on?
So how many of you actually keep up with your eye doctor appointments? Chris doesn't. He's had LASIK, so I think he just thinks now he doesn't have to check up his
Yeah,
eyes.
I'm good forever.
No, I think you should still have appointments for your eyes to make sure that they're healthy. So I will be going. And honestly, the only reason I go is so I could get my contact prescription renewed. Otherwise, they won't do it. So I have to go do that. Kind of don't really like going. Does anyone have a good place they could recommend? I want a good place to go to.
All right, so then we got open houses, we got
open
showings,
houses.
we got final walkthroughs. You're going to Val's brunch, hopefully, if we can find a sitter.
Hopefully, got to find a sitter. And Chris is finally going to resume his golf lessons next week.
You know what?
Hopefully, maybe.
I've been telling myself the only way I can go to golf is if I make myself go to jiu-jitsu.
Okay, so you
Like it
got
has
to
to
make
be a
yourself
prize,
go to jiu-jitsu.
right? Like it's a prize to
It's your reward.
My reward to go
There
to
you
jiu-jitsu.
go.
So I got to get back to jiu-jitsu before I get back to golf lessons.
Yes. Well, let's see if he goes and kicks butt or gets his butt kicked.
Oh, I'm gonna get my butt kicked, but I'll go.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you everyone so much for joining us here on R&R. That's going to be our show today. We appreciate you hanging out with us on relationships and real estate. Be sure to catch us here weekly on Facebook Live on Wednesdays at noon. We're your hosts, Corey and Chris Silva, and we'll catch you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.